said this speech to many people, and I'm just going to be repeating it, but for some reason today's repeating it is a lot heavier.
Yep. Yep, yep. I feel you. I think I took your emotions because I started to have emotions.
How hard can it be? Selling my baby, right?
Yep. Wow, thank you, Shen.
Oh, what's happening? Oh,
She's,
yay!
she's doing this part too. Yay! Oh my God, thank you. Woohoo! So we have to be careful what we are talking now. Okay, I still see the one from yesterday.
Well, it's still the same one?
Yeah. I don't have this. I don't have yet. Shen has to give it to us. Yeah. Yes, please. Okay, is it supposed to be the one from yesterday still? Three more minutes. Is my voice okay? Can you guys hear me in the right way? I don't see myself speaking. Oh yeah, no, I do. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. Maybe I'm gonna start at 10 to 10.
Oh, you mean your introduction? Oh, I see. Right. Um,
Yep, I still see the one yesterday.
awesome.
Hey, Jaden. I'm so going to bubble. I'm so going to bubble.
Oh. Um. So let's see.
Okay, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
This is fine. This is okay. It's all okay.
We've got this. We've got this.
Media. Alright, how's Belisseria doing? Awesome. Yep. And how are we doing?
Okay. Testing for voice. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Well, let's begin then. Hi, everyone. This is Rebella. I'm the representative from Citizens from Belisseria Citizens Group, and our group is going to host today the Belisseria Citizens Mental Health Awareness Weekend. So I would like, before we start, to say a few words, and after that, I'm going to let Sherry take over and start her event that she prepared with such a lot of love, and um, she has been working tirelessly to organize this event together with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and immense pride that I welcome you all to the Belisseria Citizens Mental Health Awareness Weekend. This event is not just a gathering, but a testament to the power of community and the importance of mental health awareness in our society. We, the Belisseria Citizens Group, are deeply honored to be your hosts for this significant event. Our mission has always been to foster a sense of unity and understanding among our members, and this event is a reflection of that commitment. Our partnership with the Circle Mental Health Group has been instrumental in bringing this event to life. Their unwavering support and dedication to the cause of mental health have been a beacon of inspiration for us all. We are truly grateful for their invaluable contribution. We are also privileged to have esteemed seminarists from Virtual Ability and the Lighthouse Group. Their expertise and insights will undoubtedly enrich our understanding and broaden our perspectives on mental health. We eagerly look forward to their enlightening sessions. As we embark on this journey of learning and understanding, we kindly request all participants to adhere to our rules of conduct. These rules, though simple, are the pillars that ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for everyone. Your cooperation in this regard is greatly appreciated. We also would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the amazing people from the Belisseria Citizens Event Group. Their creativity, dedication, and passion have been the driving force behind this event. Each one of them has brought a unique touch to the event, making it is as vibrant and diverse as our community itself. I also want to express my sincere thanks to all the other contributors. Their hard work, commitment, and enthusiasm have played a crucial role in making this event a reality. Their contributions have added a unique charm and depth to the event, making it truly special. The Belisarian Citizens Group is proud to have had the opportunity to meet and work with such a diverse and talented group of people. Your passion, dedication, and creativity are truly inspiring. It is your spirit that fuels our missions and makes events like this possible. And catching my breath, yes, seriously, I want to thank you all for being so dedicated to this event and helping us put everything together. Okay, as we move forward, let's remember that mental health is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey of understanding, acceptance, and mutual support. Let's embark on this journey together, support each other, learning from each other, and grow together. In conclusion, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for your support and cooperation to all of you. Your participation has made this event a success, and your adherence to the rules has ensured a smooth and enjoyable experience for us all. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Now, it's time for a remarkable transition. I have the distinct honor to introduce our first seminarist, friend, and a beacon of hope and innovation in the field of mental health. Sherridon Murphy, the visionary owner and founder of the Circle Mental Health Group. She has made a lot of strides in this field and she has revolutionized it. I am so happy to call you my friend. What I have to say about Sherry, that in the short time that I have met her, I have never felt more peered to someone else. Like, yeah. like peers, totally peers. She has a way of working, and she puts excellence in everything that she does. So, but yeah, that's my personal opinion. But her work has been a lifeline for many, and she has illuminated the path to recovery and create. She has created a sanctuary for healing and growth within her group. So, as I'm introducing her, I will just tell you, let's not just listen, but truly absorb the wisdom what she's about to share. Let's allow their insight, her insights to resonate with us, to inspire us, and to catalyze our change. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Sherridon Murphy. Thank you.
Hello. Wow. All right. So, how do I beat that? What an introduction, Rebella. Thank you ever so much.
Oh,
It's an absolute pleasure and an honor to be here and listening to you praise me and the circle up is it means so much. Um, Sadly, I'm not quite as prepared as Rebella, and I'm more of a fake it till I make it kind of person. So it's going to be an interesting style, my presentation, but whatever we discuss today is truly from my heart, and it's an honor to be director and representative for Circle Mental Health. I'd also like to extend gratitude to Belisseria Citizens Group, for finding me and finding my inbox, especially to Rebella, and giving Circle Mental Health this opportunity to be part of, how massive Belisseria is, and all the accomplishments and achievements that they've been growing over the years. And it was a pleasure to meet Rebella, and as she kindly said, it was a friendship made in heaven. We gelled straight away, and of course got down to the nitty gritty gossip and all that good stuff before we thought, hey, do you know what? Um, let's put your stuff with my stuff and see what happens. And hey presto, here we are today. So huge thanks personally, Rebella, and to Dreamer, and to all at Bella Syria for hosting this amazing event and letting us be a part of it. So, yes, I couldn't be more grateful.
you're welcome,
So,
Sherry. Let me go off the stage and give you the stage that you deserve. Okay.
thank you so, so much.
You're
I would
so
also
welcome,
like,
Haru.
sorry, I would also like to just chime in as well. We have had so many contributors, sponsors. It's been a busy week to say the very least. And I would just like to say a huge thank you to everybody who has contributed in some way, has donated in some way, and of course, they're all out of shot at the moment. But I would also like to thank the staff at Circle for helping me make this happen, and a special mention to Cora, who is our marketing director, my right hand, and someone I wouldn't be without. Thanks to her help, we have posters, we have clickables, we have freebies. So without her, none of this would be possible. So um, I've got to take my place behind my podium and feel all special, be where I'm supposed to be. Hang on while I do that. All right, wow, so many faces already. I'm just gonna slip out the back door real quick and good luck with it all. All right, so let's get started. Hello, Belisseria, Circle Mental Health, and people who have found their way in here today. I would ask, please, if everybody can, please, if they can, have their sound enabled um, and mics firmly off. Um, it would be a big, big help for those who can enable voice, because although we do have the fantastic um, technology that has been brought to us by Puddles and, of course, Shendra today. We're stepping into the 20th century, 21st century, and we now have a thing called voice to text, which I'm sure is all going to be gobbledygook throughout my speech. I am Scottish and I do talk really, really fast. So apologies for that. I will try to slow it down. So yes, big thanks to the contributors of this technology and who I believe and wins to say is recording this live on YouTube. Um, so, um, I'd like to start off by saying that we have been kindly donated 3,000 Linden gift cards from Resroom. All right, and they are located, well, they're in my back pocket, but we do have a name drawer, which is to my right here. So if you want to click the name drawer, please, and get in that fishbowl for your chance to win one each day, one daily of 1,000 lindens from Resroom. For those of you who are not familiar with Resroom, they are an outstanding company in real life, outstanding creators and big supporters of today. So, for those of you who don't know their work, they make the most astounding pets in Second Life, from companion dogs, cats, you name it. And I thought this would be an appropriate creator to lend their support to this event because I think what they offer would make some great therapeutic animals, um, company animals for those of us roaming SL and would like an attachable buddy. So anyway, get yourself in the fishbowl, please, and the names will be drawn at the end of the seminar. And good luck to you. Um, I'd also like to draw attention to our group board. If you like what I'm saying today and you think, hey, she's making a lot of sense, I'm going to join that group, please by all means do. And if you haven't already noticed, we have a table full of freebies here to my right. Lots of t-shirts, Circle Mental Health branding, all completely free. We got some mugs there as well, and I think, yeah, we've got a rug with our logo on it, and we also have a cute little dinky hat, which can be worn by all. Um, so yeah, how's that for a sweetener? Anyway, thank you so much for coming, and I'd like to get started. All right, so for those of you who don't know me and haven't seen me around the grid, my name is Sherridon Murphy, aka Sherridon Mercury, and I am the CEO and founder of Circle Mental Health. All right, um, so let's see. So we were founded in around this time in 2022. Although I have had a lot of experience and different roles within various organizations that are sadly no longer with us. So what we are is we are entirely community based. Okay, so I am simply a placeholder for that. However, when I say community based, we are exactly that. We as a community, we arrange our own events, we arrange our own meetings. If people want to plant a tree on our land, they can go ahead and plant a tree. Everything that you see, everything that's been built, everything that we are engaging in Circle Mental Health has been entirely a community effort. An effort which every day when I log in, I am in awe of because, the guys, whether they be staff for Circle Mental Health or simply peers or visitors, anything like that. I am in awe to have watched this baby born and bloom and grow into the entity that it is now. And as I said, I couldn't be prouder of everybody involved. So yes, I am eternally grateful for being here and for all that we provide. Now, some of you will ask, what is peer support? What is that? What is that all about? So, peer support is entirely what we say on the tin. We are all peers, including me, especially me. So peer-to-peer support is something that we have all experienced. So I would like to go on and say that every single person within their lives have experienced mental health in some way, shape, or form. Okay? If they haven't, I'm sure as hell bet, sorry, language, that they know someone who have. Okay, so what peer support means to me and means to the organization is that we are all together in this. We have all our past experiences with mental health, current experiences with mental health, and yes, we are a driving force to get together, all of us, sit round a circle, and yes, we
get
are a
involved.
driving force to get together. So, the name circle mental health has been derived from my
So,
grandfather, my late grandfather, an old cantankerous Scottish man who really stigmatized an old cantankerous Scottish man describes anybody feeling a disadvantage, be it elderly, be it suffering from mental health issues, any stigmatized taboo thing. He would often say to me as a child, or I would overhear as a child, why don't you go off and sit in the circle? You belong sitting in a circle. And yeah, so that is where the name derived because instead of seeing it as a negativity, um, yeah, we at Circle are turning that around and saying, well, look, yes, we are sitting in a circle. Yes, we are suffering from mental health. I'm going to be frank here. Because if I were to be reading from a note card, I feel that I wouldn't be doing myself or the organization any justice. So, yes, my old past grandfather deemed what we do here to be sitting in the circle for inferior people, for people who have nothing better to do than sit in a circle and share their downfalls. Well, let me tell you, Grandad, I have reinvented the definition, the circle. We have redefinitioned the name circle, and I, for one, am proud to sit in my circle, and so should everybody else here. And yeah, I couldn't be more proud to be sitting in a circle. So, as I said, peer support is sitting in the circle, chatting with people, chatting with people who um, chatting with people who are in the same boat, either have been or still, and we as an organization are giving people that place to go, giving that those people a place of refuge. What we do at Circle. So, let me tell you what we do. Now, in my opinion, everybody in SL is going to hate me for what I'm about to say, and I'm sure it's going to raise some eyebrows, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. I consider our group to be um, one of the most important. groups in Second Life. Arguably one of the most important groups in Second Life. Now, I don't mean to discredit all of the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who have groups here in Second Life of all genres, all walks of life, be it selling things, advertising things. As I said, one point I would like to make clear. Okay, we save lives at Circle Mental Health. I know that may seem very dramatic. All right, it's me. My name is Sheridan Mercury, and I love the drama. But in all seriousness, we are saving lives at our organization. So, a little bit about what we do. Okay, so at Circle Mental Health, we provide one to one mentoring. Okay, and again, it is as it sounds, it is an opportunity to speak with one of our 15 current members, mentors at our organization. Each and every one of them come from a different background, a different walk of life, but I assure you have at some point dealt with mental health or are dealing with mental health within their own lives. Um, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If they haven't, or if they are not, I am inclined not to give them the role. I will tell you a bit more about that later on. So, we're currently sitting a team of 15 mentors at the moment. So, if you can, I would very much like you to grab a landmark or simply search Circle Mental Health um, within the Firestorm search or however else you view your second life. At our main office, you will find 15 active mentor boards, including mine. And the purpose of these mentor boards is for an individual to rock up at Circle and meet our mentors. Okay, now each mentor board gives you a description and a photograph of each mentor. All right, now it's almost like trying on a pair of shoes. So if you go in, if you come into Circle Mental Health and you are overwhelmed by all these boards of different pictures of people from all walks of life, from all genres, I would hope that eventually you will find one that fits you perfectly. Okay, so as I said, bear in mind it's like finding a pair of shoes. So some might not fit you, some may not gel with you, but I guarantee you, you will find your perfect match or your money back. I must point out all of our services are completely free. Nobody makes a dime, but again, I will get to that in a second. So, one to one mentoring. Um, find one on the boards, preferably one that's online, or please reach out in our group. Now, our group is a thriving group, and we are currently in excess of 500 members at the moment and going strong. Now, these are not old, stale members who have long since left Second Life or have made a dozen alts in the meantime. These are active members, live members who have been around since this time 2 years ago. So, finding help at Circle Mental Health could not be easier. It is a case of going to our sim, touching the mentor boards, or reaching out in our ever growing group chat. Okay, So if you'd like to search for Circle Mental Health in groups, feel free to do that. Or right here beside me, again to my right, is our group joiner. So if you feel that you would benefit from any information, or perhaps you yourself would like to be a part of things and talk to a mentor, then please, 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 I would encourage you to join our group. Okay, so besides mentorings, um, actually, while we're on the subject of mentoring, during a mentoring session here in Second Life, okay, we are given a disclaimer to each individual receiving one to one help. They are given a disclaimer, and that disclaimer protects both me, the organization, and more importantly, the member. And that disclaimer is basically to say that you are acknowledging we are not mental health professionals. Okay? We do not carry letters before our names in real life. We are here simply as peers. So, with that, I'd like to say that we cannot and do not um, give medical advice, advice on medications, or legal advice. Okay? You are talking to merely a peer, and that is what we all are, as I said, including me. All right, I don't have any letters before my name in real life. I have not been a psychologist, a psychiatrist, an astronaut. I have not been any of those things here, but I do come with a ton of mental health baggage and my own personal experiences. All right, so a lot of this I will get to later. I'd like to move on to our weekly meetings. Yes, so currently, as you can see on the board to my left, and I will read you out as soon as my mouse decides to work. There we go. Um, so currently we have seven, six events currently running at Circle Mental Health. So they are as follows. Circle Mental Health meeting schedule. So on a Monday morning, 9 a.m. SLT, we have our anxiety and depression meeting with none other than our lovely Daisy. So if you would like to come along to that, please feel free. Um, that is you, Daisy. Yeah. Daisy does a fantastic job with her depression and anxiety meeting on a Monday. She is a big Star Wars fan, so a lot of her descriptions can sometimes be based on Star Wars. Sorry, not sorry. So, yes, Daisy, super proud of you and your anxiety and depression meeting. It is also worthwhile knowing that for those of you who cannot or don't wish to reach out to mentors or reach out in group, you can always, always come and attend our meetings. Okay, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your dog to our weekly meetings. And there you will have an array of information, fun activities, and yeah, a wealth of information about anxiety and depression, as well as coping mechanisms and relaxation strategies, all from the loving research of Daisy. So, on a Tuesday, we have none other than our LGBTQ plus meetings. Now, this is a new meeting, and this is currently being held by Jaden, a mentor with us. And of course, does what it says on the tin. This meeting is catered for our LGBTQ plus community, although all is welcome. And Jaden spends the best part of an hour and a half engaging with people, getting people together, combating stigma, and having fun to boot. So if you feel that that meeting could be for you, I would suggest you join Jaden at 12 noon SLT on a Tuesday. Well done, Jaden, and a huge thank you for being there to host that meeting. All right, moving on. So, a Wednesday. You have none other than me on a Wednesday evening at 10 a.m. SLT, and I do the general support meeting for Circle Mental Health. It should say Sheridan and Friends because sometimes time can be pressing for me on a Wednesday, and sometimes I need a little help. But generally speaking, it is me on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. Now, the purposes of my Wednesday 10 a.m. meeting is that we all sit in the circle, yes, we do, and we discuss our highs and lows. Now, what I mean is highs and lows is every Wednesday we go around the circle and we each share a high and a low from our week. All right, so for example, my high for this week would be um, this meeting, this seminar, this excellent opportunity to bring Circle Mental Health into your homes, into your ears, and into your chat boxes. And of course, we are invading YouTube as well. So the purposes of the support meeting is to discuss high lows, and my high would most definitely be here today. There's been a lot of planning in this, and also a lot of anxiety, knee bouncing, fretting from me about this meeting. So anyway, this is my high. I'm here, and so far I'm just letting my mouth run away with me, and so far nobody's complaining. So yay! So yes, discussing our highs and our lows. So another example would be my low for this week would be that gosh, a low. I have so many lows. That's why I'm here. My low would be that, for example, I am still not talking to my brother in real life. As much as I love him, he and I have had a bit of a squabble, and yeah, I feel that nice days out and family burger trips are being wasted. What we also do on our Wednesday general support meeting, we also do some fun activities. So every week I try to organize and drive a fun activity. But I'm going to keep them for you guys for tomorrow because we are scheduled tomorrow at, I believe, um, 10 a.m. I will be doing some activities with you guys. So yes, I will leave that for then. Moving on, we do our 10 a.m. addictions meeting with Jolie on a Thursday. Now, this meeting is very, very important because, as much as I dislike qualifications and learned people, we have our very own Jolie Carter, and she does our addictions meeting on a Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Now, Jolie comes to us with a wealth of experience and personal experience of addictions, and she also brings with her the 12-step program. For anybody who is interested or is a believer in the 12-step program, she is here with us at Circle Mental Health on a Thursday from 10 o'clock onwards. So yes, if you feel that you can benefit from that meeting, please, please, please do go along. Do take the time. Go ahead, check it out, and decide for yourselves. So, a Sunday, I am happy to announce, pleased to announce, that Circle, we have our very own art circle. Yes, we do. Art Circle is run by our amazing Luther and Anzu. Um, so Luther and Anzu, they lead our Sunday art circle, and art circle is an opportunity for people to come along and share their art with us, either something they've created or pieces that may inspire them. And they come along to the art circle meetings and they display their own, and also they have an opportunity to comment and support other showers with some feedback, some good cheer, and yeah. So that is something, again, if you're interested in art at all, or you simply like looking at art, I would encourage you to come along to the circle on a Sunday morning with Anzu and Luther. So, last but not least, and I should have mentioned, on a Friday, we have a very special event on a Friday at 2 p.m. SLT. We say movie night because us, Cora the host, considers it evening here in the UK. So, exactly what it says on the tin. So, we are thankful for some technology that we can now show movies right here in SL in tandem on a screen. Okay. Of course, Cora does a great job of showcasing the blockbusters, the classics, and she does it in a way whereby you can all sit in tents in front of the screen. We provide pixelated popcorn, snacks, juice, you name it, while you can sit in a tent with either your loved one or your pals or anybody else who's come to join us for movie night. So, yes, Friday night, movie night, take a load off, come along to Circle Mental Health and quite literally enjoy the show. Also coming up, yep, everything's free, even the popcorn. Yeah, look, some of my donations. Everything is entirely free. Everything that we do is entirely free. So coming soon, coffee mornings or afternoons, depending on where you are in the world. So Emily, again, our esteemed mentor, along with Cora, will be hosting coffee mornings on the Circle Mental Health premises. We have proudly just completed a brand new cafe, which we are super proud of, and our lovely Lucretia does a great job of manning the cafe and being behind the counter for all of your pixelated refreshment needs. So big shout out to Lucretia for doing that for us. She is our cafe manager and the namesake of our cafe. So yes, come along, coffee mornings. Grab yourself a pixelated cup of coffee, take a load off, grab a booth or a table, and yeah, have a natter. Vent about whatever you like. Um, and yeah, get to know each other. Come along, coffee morning. It's not hurting anybody, and yeah, please, please, please come along to that because the girls will be putting so much effort into that. So, yay, coffee breaks. All right, and that is our Circle Mental Health Weekly schedule. As I said, not everything is for everybody, so please come along, try them on for size, find one that fits you, and of course, we would be delighted to have you. All newcomers are welcome, and yeah, get involved. We do not ask that you voice or take part in voicing. You can absolutely text. The meeting is done in both voice and text. And if you want to come along, sit in the corner, see what it's all about, see if it's for you, please, please, please do come along and do that. Our guys, our meeting hosts, our mentors, um, our cafe girls, we do go to a lot of effort to put that on for you. And of course, they are there, willing and able and listening. I might also add that during these events, there will always be a mentor present. Okay. And a lot of our meetings do come with trigger warnings, and we have a system in place to make sure and safeguard everybody's safety, be it emotional safety or albeit we do have systems in place to make your visit as comfortable and as enjoyable as we possibly can. Um, you know, our motto is and forever will be, we are here and we are listening. Um, yes, we're always listening. So yeah, please come along to them. Please get involved. Please come and visit Circle Mental Health. We are currently on a modest parcel located at Nautilus. However, we are hoping to achieve funding and support to extend our project. So yes, stay tuned. All right. So far, does anybody, in fact, yeah, I'm going to leave this to the end, and I'm going to carry on if you don't mind. So, um, yes. So where did we come from? Where did I come from? I was in two minds about this because, I do safeguard my privacy, both here in SL and in real life. However, I would like to share with you personally how I came to be here. So, I will try to keep a long story short, but I think my testimony to myself and to the beginnings of Circle will all help you understand a great deal about who I am, what I do, why I do it, and how very important everybody is to me who crosses my path, who enters my box, or engages with my organization. All right. So, 2020 was probably one of the most difficult years I've experienced in both real life and second life. Anyway, long story short, I found myself in utter distress. And it just so happens it was manifesting in both worlds, both in real life and, of course, here. Now, knowing there's a lot of stigma attached, especially in real life, to my predicament, I found myself ever growing fonder of Second Life. Sadly, not everybody in real life has the support of their friends and family. I come from a very Scottish family, male dominated family, whereby we don't show weakness. Um, Talking about our own feelings and our emotions and all of that um, is frowned upon. And I will quote my family members when I say that I have been met the vast majority of my life with a I'm not even interested, not listening, go away with that BS. So sadly, I found myself in a position where I had nobody to turn to in real life. Um, Asking for help for me in real life was a big deal because I have a lot at stake, as I'm sure most of you do in real life. Where I live and the community and where I live, and as I said, lack of tolerance for mental health amongst my family members and my friends. Also, with where professionals were concerned, I have reached the end of my rope. And what I mean by that is I have been heavily reliant on the NHS. The NHS do an outstanding job here in the UK, whereby I was afforded 4 years of treatment with a psychologist. Yes, incredibly underfunded. Thank you, Aaron. However, I was afforded 4 years of psychotherapy with a psychologist, whereby I spent 4 years discussing everything from my earliest memories, my childhood, my misfortunes, my uh, can I go ahead and say shit show of a family, surroundings, my job. Um, yes, so they decided after 4 years that I was a lost cause. They'd expended all of their resources on me and were not prepared to give me any more. So with that, I was passed to a psychiatrist. Um, I can't mention any names, nor would I, but this psychiatrist I was met with um, was very stern, gave me a lot of tough love, okay? And his solution to tough love was stop thinking, Claire. Keep taking the tablets, Claire. Oh, your knee's bouncing, Claire. You're fidgeting. Yeah, you should stop that. Um, and yeah, so I wasn't getting much luck from real life from any door I knocked on. Now I have been hospitalized twice in real life. I'm not ashamed to say that. I've been hospitalized twice, although I have BPD, anxiety, depression, and OCD. However, I was deemed a do not admit, so I had to fight my way into hospital. But also, sadly, it came at great risk to myself and to my family and to my home life. In this country, it is very hard for a woman with children, in particular, to seek mental health help. Simply because every time I asked for help or went on a crusade to try to be admitted into real life facilities, it came with the threat of social services being involved and subsequently could result in having my children removed from my home. This is something that I would never allow to happen. They would have to prise me from the arms of my children physically, or they would have to pull them from my cold, dead arms before I would surrender my children. Needless to say, I am incredibly thankful in real life. I have two of the most smart, funny, beautiful children, and I am thankful every day for whoever decided I was worthy to be their mom. Anyway, it was incredibly difficult for me to ask for help because it came with consequences, I felt. Um, so sadly, since my psychology has ended and I've been given an array of medication and shown the door by my psychiatrist, I now find myself alone in public and in real life. And I'm going to go ahead and be frank with you all. I cannot be myself. I cannot express my emotions in real life simply because my nearest and dearest and everybody I know either doesn't want to hear it or are not interested. So sadly, because I am now a do not admit, because of the nature of my condition, I feel that I no longer can reach out in real life for any support in the event that something terrible will happen if I do. Anyway, thankfully, what am I, 6 years old now in Second Life? Thankfully, 6 years ago, I found Second Life. Um, Back when at a time where I wasn't really taking care of myself. I had no purpose besides my children, and I was, at the time, was I safe? Was I taking care of myself? Was I in trouble? Yes, to all of it. So I came in and found SL, and let's just say the beginnings of my second life and the relationships and people who I considered friends or partners or whereas what's the word I will use? Kind of unsavory. Thank you, Emmy. That means a lot to me. So, of course, everybody's rite of passage in Second Life is to do stupid things. If you haven't, then you've missed out. So I came into Second Life and I did all of the things more than once. But the more I lived my second life, I began to be dependent on people in Second Life, be it partners, friends. I became very dependent on people, dependent on the platform. And I'm not ashamed to say that I became addicted to my second life and addicted to the freedom that it gave me. Nobody is or looks like their avatars in real life. Nobody has the confidence of some people that they do in Second Life, but not in real life. So here we are. Yep, it's very common, Ed. It's very common for people to grow addicted to Second Life. Absolutely. Because this is fantasy land, right? We can be and do whatever we want to here. If we want to dress up as Kermit the Frog and go and adventure the dark sides of Second Life, shall we say, we are free to do that. Who's going to stop us? Nobody. You know, we are completely anonymous here. We could do whatever we like, go wherever we like, talk to whoever we like, and yeah, get involved in some, shall I say, shady shit. Anyway, Avalon, if you want to be Kermit the Frog, if you want to be a dish towel, you can be a dish towel. Forgive me for saying. We all know it. I once had a potato avatar in Second Life, and I found it the most thrilling thing ever because I was this little potato and I rolled myself around Second Life and Donatello. What was the red one? That was my favorite Ninja Turtle. Anyway, so yes, I did all the things. Boy, did I do all the things. Until one day, I gradually noticed that my need for people, my need for company, my need to be loved, my need to be, yeah, my need to have attention, um, started to have a knock-on effect on my mental health. I am very aware that I am live right now, and I am very aware I haven't turned my camera, I can only see me. But I am very well that there are lots of people here. Lots of people. but I found myself in crisis. I found myself in crisis and I came into SL looking for solutions. Um, I had contacted all of the organizations in real life, you name it. I'd spent hours on the phone to the Samaritans, which is something we have here in the UK and I'm sure the US too. I'd spend hours using mental health phone apps to get help. I called crisis lines. I made an absolute fool of myself in real life, going to drop in centers and seeking help and support. Um, and all of which I had to do whilst my family were watching, my children were watching. I was removed from my home in an ambulance because I was in such distress. And meanwhile, while I sat in that ambulance, my dad pulled up at the back in real life and he watched me be ushered into the back of an ambulance, a shell of myself, an absolute shell of myself. I wasn't clean. My house hadn't been cleaned. Um, I I just lived in this tiny apartment with my two kids, and it was my sanctuary, and it was my den, if you like. So anyway, I was escorted out in this ambulance with the most important person in my life watching me, my father. Um, in real life, my father is my hero. He is my constant. If it weren't for him, I'd probably be very few times out of the house. Um, he may not be the most touchy-feely man, but he takes me for a burger, or he takes me to Costco, or anything to get me out of the house, and so I'm very thankful for that man. Dad, if you're listening, big shout out. I don't think he will be. He's far too busy to be listening to SHIT like mine. Um, so yes, in and out of hospitals, and I was a wreck. Wasn't taking care of myself. I found myself rocking, banging my head on surfaces, behaving erratically, spending, um, being aggressive, being angry. Um, I did not know my ass from my elbow. So anyway, in SL, I searched mental health in the search bar, and I was given an array of groups, little pop up groups, people trying to make a buck on people suffering with mental health here in SL. Too often you find, and I'm not ashamed to say it, and I'm sorry for anyone who I'm offending, but there are far too many pop up groups here in Second Life promoting all of their real life letters before their name, all the qualifications, all the experience that they have or may not have in real life, and they were perfectly happy to charge me anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 lindens for a mental health package. All right. There are many people here in Second Life who want to offer you 15 minutes of their time at a cost. Um, and as I said, I'm going to go on and say it because this is my however many hours of fame. So I'm going to air it. Um, there are too many people out here trying to exploit people with mental health issues. All right. Um, taking advantage of people with mental health is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Um, people, for example, from the States who have trouble with insurance, affording medical insurance, um, being subjected to that in Second Life. Give me your magic beans, and I will sit here with you and give the illusion of help, um, claim that I am this, that, and the next thing in real life, but I'm really here to take your money. Here is my donation jar, rattle, rattle. And with that, please, guys, please can you ignore my donation jar as I spout this? Um, anyway, um, I eventually found an organization, um, which I was very proud to be a part of. Sadly, it's disbanded now, but I found an organization in Second Life, and I was too ashamed to take my main avatar there. Because of stigma, because I was too proud, because I was too up my own ass. So I made an alt, or I had an alt. Um, Everybody does, maybe. Anyway, I approached this organization on an alt, and I was in crisis. Now I mean crisis. I mean distress. I had ideations and ideologies of hurting myself, and it was over a breakup or over what you know is important to me. Anyway, long story short, I was in crisis, and here I was in Second Life, scouring the search pages until I found an organization which I teleported to, and was the exact copy. Sure, branding's different, but as what I have today. I went there nervous as hell, and I was presented with their mentor boards. And again, so nicely on their wall was this array of people, these photographs of avatars and their names and a little description of themselves. So I started clicking. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to click them all. I'm going to click them all because I do not care. And that day, a lady named Sophie answered my call, answered my click. I went into their group chat and I said, I need help. Please help me. And before I knew it, the mentor, Sophie, um, scooped me right up and held me. And anyway, she found me a comfortable place to sit my pixels, and I went on voice with her, and I told her my plans. Um, my plans were pretty graphic, horrific. But I sat down and I said, look, I don't know why I'm here, but I feel the need to tell somebody before I go ahead and hurt myself. So Sophie sat me down and she did exactly what I preach now in my pamphlets, in my mentoring recruitment packs. And she sat down and she listened to me. She listened. That poor woman must have sat there for the best part of an afternoon listening to my life story. She didn't judge me. She sat there and she listened, and she was intent the whole time. We even went to have breaks to make ourselves coffee or tea. Anyway, that woman managed to take away my means. She had me take away the means of which I was planning to end my life, and she heavily, heavily encouraged me to contact my emergency services in real life. I was reluctant at first because I thought I can't do that. I have so much at stake. All right. Anyway, she sat me down and she took away my means. She had me put away what I was planning on hurting myself with, the tools that I had to hurt myself, with the intent on ending my life. She sat all day listening to me and finally convinced me to contact emergency services. So while I contacted emergency services, she waited for me. She waited with me. She talked to me. She asked me if they were there yet, what I may or may not need to pack. She told me to wipe my face, to put my shoes on, to get my bag ready. That woman saved my life, and I will be forever grateful to her. Sadly, I wish I'd had the thought to bring her here today and thank her in a spectacle. Um, but yeah, so anyway, from there, I recovered after a stint in hospital or two stints in hospital and getting out of a toxic relationship. Um, and I was then fit enough again to take back my second life, to take back my real life. And from there, I became a mentor with the organization and I got so much out of it. You know, when I got my tag and I put it in my profile and I was a dog with two tails. I was pleased as punch because I was worthy, because I was worth something. Somebody recognized in me that I was worth something, that I was smart, that here's all the things I can do. I can actually do this. By doing this, I'm helping myself. Now, we all, especially me and everybody in this room and everybody listening to my voice, all right, have difficulty practicing what they preach, all right? We are all good at giving advice, but not so good at taking it. So, anyway, I found myself as a mentor and I was loving it. Absolutely loving it. And I got to meet a bunch of great people. Whoever rolled through that door, hit up my board, or I reached out in the group chat at the time, I was saving myself whilst trying to save them. And I am for every person that I have personally mentored. All right, I want to extend a huge thank you because coming to me and reaching out for help and having me as your mentor meant a great deal to me and projected me to where I am. So from there, I became an events director for the organization. And I spent my time then organizing events just like this one, Christmas events, Thanksgiving, putting on parties, putting on, observing the mental health calendars, and I had a ball. It was very hard work, isn't it, Cora? Very hard work, but also very rewarding. And I got a lot out of it. And my skills progressed. I learned how to script. I learned how to be confident. I learned, yeah, I've learned all kinds of things. Thankfully, I learned to build in my first initial months in Second Life. I was fortunate enough to have met and befriended arguably one of the best builders in Second Life. And so here I was equipped with my building skills, my communication skills. I was doing events in the background. I was on top of the world. I had a rental company. Um, I was Miss SL UK 2020. You name it, I was doing it. Yeah, my little claim to fame right there. um, so anyway, from there, sadly, I was a meeting host too there. I hosted several meetings a week alongside a colleague. But from there, sadly, the group disbanded. The owner could not continue on, and sadly, myself and a colleague, moved to another organization, and this time I was operations director. Again, struggling with my own demons the entirety of the way through, but again, I had purpose, I had meaning. Real life, besides my children and of course my family, had little meaning for me. So every day I spent my days on the computer when the kids were at school. And again, I was building something. We were building an organization, and I was operations director, which meant that I did all of the work that the owner didn't. Long story short, sadly, that organization too folded. So not only was I carrying in excess of 3,000 members from the first organization, but also hundreds from the second. So anyway, um, long story short, I created Circle. I created my grandfather's Circle. And hopefully I gave people a place to go, a place for people to migrate to. And obviously, we are now in excess of 500 members, and I am thankful for each and every one of them. Um, so now I find myself at the helm, and I have the best team in the world in SL. If I could have handpicked all of them, I would have done myself, but thankfully they landed on my doorstep, each looking to be a part of the circle. So, yeah, that's my story. Um, I am not perfect. I still have no accreditations before my name. I am still very much a peer, um, but here we are, and I am in awe of all of you and myself for getting to where I am today. So yes, thank you to my team, and yes, so that's my story. You can save your applause till the end. All right, so moving on. Recruitment for the circle. Yeah, hold it, Daisy. So, I suppose you're all wondering what it's like for recruitment in our organization. All right. So, recruitment. Currently, we are always looking for new mentors. Always. We are entirely community based, as I said, and everybody in the community has an opportunity to become a mentor. All right. Not everybody is at a space personally, or at a time where they can fulfill that role. However, the role is open to everybody, subject to completion of a mentor application pack, and need I say, rigorous interviews and inductions by me. So yes, big emphasis again. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not psychologists. We are not postmen. We are not astronauts. All we are is peers. So in order to become a mentor, you must be a peer. That is all I ask, that you are a peer. I've had people come into interviews with me with the most outstanding application forms, but they come into me and I say, have you experienced mental health issues in your real life? And they say to me, who? Me? Nah, I'm alright. I'm alright, Jack. I just feel like I can help people. Sadly, they are not given a role within Circle Mental Health. Um, I would never have a mentor anybody that rolls through my door without having experienced it firsthand. All right. With that said, um, we do have a comprehensive recruitment program. Before anybody comes for an interview, I do ask that they have some bedtime reading. All right. How to be a mentor, our rules, our guidelines. Um, and then they come for interview, and of course, we do a little role play, and they have to convince me that they too will catch people just like me that day at the organization prior. My biggest fear as the owner of this organization is that we miss one. And so far to date, I am delighted to say, to my knowledge, we haven't. And that's thanks to the members and the mentors who are around, who are 24 hours a day in our group chat and available on our mentor boards. But my biggest fear, ladies and gentlemen, is that we miss one. All right. Um, that one person who is in crisis, who is in distress, and who sadly cannot reach out to the emergency services and they come looking to us. It is my, once again, fear that we as an organization do not meet the needs of that one particular individual. It only takes one. Okay. So, yes, part of the recruitment and interview process is I always ask people where they are sitting on a scale of 1 to 10, right? So this is for anybody applying for a role at Circle Mental Health. Okay. They are asked on a scale of 1 to 10, how do they feel at the moment? Where are they in their own mental health journey? Are they 1, meaning they are absolutely not doing well? They too are struggling. They too are suffering and could use some help of their own. All the way up to a 10, they are super great smashing on top of the world. Nobody can tell me. So, very often, a lot of people think that by telling me they're a 10, they're ensuring a spot within our organization. Let me tell you right now, they are asked to try again. Example, if they say to me, do you know, I feel like yeah, I'm a 9, I'm a 10, I'm feeling good, yeah, totally fine, I can do this job. They are very seldom given the role. And as politeness, instead of booting them out the window, they do get an opportunity to try again. Um, and yeah, they come back to me then with sensible numbers, 4s, 5s, 6, 7. All right. And it is those people who I invite to be part of the organization. Too many people apply, as I said. Um, I'm this, that, and the other in real life, but I have not been touched by the cursed hand that is mental health. They do not get roles. I am not interested in them. I mean, sure, I appreciate their support, and their offer of help, but we are peers. We are all in the same boat, brother to brother, sister to sister, in solidarity. that every single person who knocks up at Circle Mental Health or here today at this event, we are all peers. We are all in this together. All right. So, yes, I want to thank you for listening to that um, because it has come from the heart. All right. Every single member that we have in our organization is important. Every mentor that I have on the boards inside my main house are precious to me, each and every one of them. All right. Anybody that shows an interest, anybody that hangs our information boards, anybody who has shown us support, um, you know, hooray. I'm sorry that this spiel of mine, I'm not reading from a note card, but I believe that going off on tangents, as I so like to do, gets my point across. All right, as to how serious I take my organization, how seriously committed we are to catching that person, that proverbial person I keep talking about. Um, Thanks, Ed. Avalon, that's lovely. Thank you. So, plans for the future. I don't know how big our organization is going to get, but we have learned lessons in the past whereby we've had to move lands and we've had to make our organization sustainable because that is the most important thing is um, as long as I'm fit and able to be in world, um, I will take care of the organization. There will be no disbandments. There will be no disappearing acts. There will be no exploitation of members. I wholeheartedly commit to my role with Circle Mental Health. However, that being said, to ensure that mistakes of my predecessors in the past do not happen again, I mentioned I am merely a caretaker. Should I need to pass the organization to over um, to yeah my next in line, I can do that immediately if needs be. The bots, the money, the donations, the all of the infrastructure can be moved over to somebody else to ensure that that never happens again. So yeah, I think I'd like to do a little Q&A just for our introduction to Circle Mental Health and obviously get some feedback, ask some questions, um, and I'd be glad to answer any of them. Before then, I go on to the second half of this seminar, whereby I'm going to be talking about depression and anxiety. Um, and of course, that does need to be informative. Um, but for the moment, the introduction to Circle, what we're doing here in conjunction with Belisseria, all of that good stuff. I would now like to pass over the floor to the audience, or I will be at liberty to answer any questions anybody sticks up on YouTube. So yeah, come at me.
Well, I don't know if anyone can hear me. My voice is on and I see the bars above my little dot. But anyway, I think what you're doing in SL, your group, your organization, I feel is very needed in Second Life. I feel it is, and I feel also that when people hear the word mental health, mental health group or mental health, they have this stigma that is something not good, or they're just shy. They're just shy. They don't want to admit they might have a problem. And, I don't know. When I speak and say, it's just my own opinion, my own words, but I think that, the people that hear mental health, the word mental health, whether SL or real life, they just have a stigma. It's something bad that
Mm.
it has to do with, just medication, psychologists, and all this, or something like that. And I think they're shy, and they might not want to, like even this meeting, they might not want to come over and listen, or But myself, I think your organization and what you're doing in Second Life is needed, and I'm very happy to see it functioning in Second Life. And I'm off mic.
Thank you so, so much for that, Ed. You hit the nail right on the head. This is and has been for a very long time something that's needed in Second Life. Because of, as I mentioned previously, the nature of the world, sadly, not everyone has access to mental health treatment. Not everybody has access financially to get the help that they so badly need. Now, we are not replacing them by any means. However, in Second Life, we are provided an excellent platform for anybody to join. I mean, what are the figures in Second Life right now? The users must be astronomical. But we also need to bear in mind that we are an organization or an organization or a service whereby people only sometimes want us when they need us. Okay, now I am completely guilty of that because for a while after I'd gone to that organization to seek help, as soon as things got rosy for me again in my garden, in real life, and in my relationships, I didn't need them anymore. I deleted the group. I left the group. I'm not going back there again. Oh my God, why was I even there? And I understand that. Okay, so our membership does fluctuate to a degree. Yeah, we all do it. Deb, we all do it. I do it, right? But thankfully, we do also have um, the diehards. And what I call the diehards is people who have joined our group and participate daily in our group chat. Sadly, not all the time, as I would like there to be, are mentors available. Okay, and during such times, I depend heavily on those members to reach out in group chat. You don't have to be mentors. You don't have to be buddies to answer somebody's hi. Is anyone there? All right, and that's what the community is for. Okay, it's not just down to the mentors, it's not down to me, it's down to everybody. It's down to everybody. All right, 15 mentors we have here on staff. All right, but there is in excess of 500 members. They can answer calls, they can talk about the weather, they can ask somebody how they're doing, follow up on that. We don't need titles, people, in this community. We do not need titles, we do not need tags to help your neighbor.
And just one more thing I want to add. That's why I love with what you're doing with your organization, your group, and Second Life is a lot of people that have problems, they're all alone in real life and they don't have anyone to talk to, whether it's in text chat or voice chat, they don't have anyone to talk to. So you can provide that outlet where people can come into your chat room or go to your meetings and just have people to talk to, because they're so alone in real life and they're lonely and they don't have anyone to explain what's going on with them. So you provide that for these people. And then I feel that, once they go through that process of communicating voice or text chat through your organizations, that they probably don't feel as lonely anymore or alone. They're not alone, you know. So I think it's just a good thing. Off mic.
Ed, that you have brought me to an excellent point. Okay, thank you so much for that insight. You are absolutely correct in that loneliness can be a big factor. Now, here I am saying we are all in Second Life, we are all in fantasy land, we can all do and be whoever we want to do. But sometimes that doesn't change us. Sometimes the real us follows us into SL, and that's perfectly okay. So, loneliness is a big, big factor in Second Life. All right. Um, because a great deal of us here in Second Life, we're all lacking something, as my dad would say. We are all seeking something. Okay. We are all looking for that top up that sadly our real lives cannot provide. Okay. Loneliness is a huge factor, so we do, albeit our staff chat, sorry, our group chat, our meetings, our movie nights, our um, yes, observing the mental health calendars, but also something that I would like to mention that we do. Thank you so much, Aaron. Take care. Thank you. So another thing that Circle likes to do is I'm not going to sugarcoat it for anybody, but we like to make a fuss at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, any opportunity to combat that loneliness. So, what we like to do, be it Halloween, putting on a party, playing dress up, dressing up our avatars, and yeah, Thanksgiving again. No matter where you are in the world, whether or not you practice Thanksgiving, um, every year we put on a turkey. We put on a big feast table. Come one, come all. We are all welcome here at Circle. Come down, sit down, have a pixel Christmas dinner, have a pixel glass of wine. Listen to some Christmas music, not pixelated, real music. Um, share some stories. Share what you're thankful for. You know, you want to hold hands with your neighbor? Do it. You want to have a little dance? Do it. It's Christmas. All right, and we like to put on gifts in abundance at Christmas time, Thanksgiving, um, to show our support for those who are not necessarily lonely. That doesn't mean they live alone in real life, but hell, I could be lonely in a crowded room. Pardon the cliche, but it's true. So, yeah, we try to endeavor. We have an incredible events team who work tirelessly to create these events for the organization. And they build Christmas, they build Thanksgiving, Halloween, spring, Easter, you name it, in order, to feel people follow the seasons, be a part of things, have something to look forward to. And again, this is something that is important to me and all of the crew at Circle Mental Health, is to give people that opportunity. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should be alone at Christmas. And we strive here at Circle Mental Health to ensure that need never happen. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely, Minka. I hear that. So yes. Um,
I
We need. Sorry, go on.
no, I wanted to share something while you were on this subject, but in real life, I do all my holidays alone. You know, Christmas and Thanksgiving all alone. But one year, some friends of mine in Second Life were doing a Thanksgiving. They had like a real long table with all the Thanksgiving trimmings and turkey, and I attended that and had a lot of fun at it. And it was like I was not alone at Thanksgiving. I was with friends in Second Life having Thanksgiving and everything, and I just felt really good on that Thanksgiving day in real life. You know, even though it was a virtual Thanksgiving in Second Life, I felt really good, and I said to myself, "Well, I'm not alone. Here I am with my friends at Second Life having fun. We're eating virtual
Absolutely.
turkey and everything, and having fun here and having a good time." So it just made me feel good.
Good
Oh
stuff.
my,
Good for you, Ed. And thank you again for chiming in.
yeah,
It's awesome. It's awesome. And I'm not saying come one, come all to my organization. We are the only place you can have a Christmas pixelated dinner. But just know that you have a place to go. There is a place to go. Now, loneliness doesn't just manifest itself in Christmas, all right? I am committed to always having somebody there to support, all right? May not be me, may not be a mentor, but there are always, always people in that group or a body or two on our land. Okay. So, where are we? Let me take a quick peek. So, let me just see where I want to go from here. Excuse me a moment. Right, I have time. Let me just have a quick peek. Awesome. I have plenty of time. Because I'm on from 12 to 2. Right, okay. Yes, so we're going to continue this Q&A. Um, yes, Rebella, go on. Good question. So, as an individual organization, I plan all kinds of things. Now, some things I have up my sleeve yet because sadly they have not come to fruition as yet. So I don't want to make any promises and I don't want to make a lot of noise. However, we always at Circle Mental Health, needless to say, observe the mental health calendar. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep, absolutely. I can do that. So, question coming in from Rebella. And Rebella wants to know, um, Rebella has asked, we would like to see more of these kinds of events around. What are your plans for future events for the Belisseria community? So, yes, mental health calendar is a big one. Um, and I'm having a blast here in conjunction with Belisseria. And together, I would very much love to join forces to explore events like, yeah, observing the mental health calendar. Absolutely. Of course, we do have seasonal events, Easter egg hunts, Halloween, Christmas. I'm repeating myself. But we would love to extend our hand to Belisseria for anybody who would like to be a part of or be involved with any of these things. Um, so yes, there is lots of scope. I mean, it doesn't have to be the mental health calendar. It doesn't have to be, yeah. So I would love to work in conjunction with the Belisarian Citizens Group. Um, so yes, that is definitely things we can look forward to in the future. Um, we have built a great relationship here with you guys, and I don't see why the citizens of Belisseria cannot be involved. And that goes both ways. That absolutely goes both ways. If Belisseria has anything going on with their, you know, look around you, folks. Look at the environment in which we're in. Belisseria is a very open community, and they have so much going on. And I hope I'm speaking for everyone at Circle when I say that I would love if we could also be a part of that pie. That would mean so much to us. Um, so yes. Any other questions, queries? No complaints. I'm not listening. um,
I just
anything?
I have one more thing. I know for you all, with you and the Circle of Mental Health and the people that helped out at, Belisseria to put this all together, this conference, I'm just super excited that this conference is happening at Belisseria. I know it's a huge undertaking to get it all set up and the people to come and everything like that. And I'm just very thankful that you did this and possibly in the future that you have another conference over here. You know, if it's 6 months from now or whenever, I just would very much like to see that you do have a presence at Belisseria because there's a lot of people at Belisseria. But I just want to thank everyone that had a hand in putting this together. And then I'm off mic.
Absolutely, Ed. I think we're all speaking. We're all on the same page here. We're singing from the same hymn sheet. That it's all about raising awareness, and the guys here at the Belisarian Citizens Group has gone above and beyond to make this happen. And this is probably the most recognition um Circle Mental Health has really had, and an opportunity to get out there and have this conference, to stick our heads above the parapet and say, yoo-hoo, we're here, here's who we are, here's what we do, how we've came to be here, and here's how we can help you. Now, I do believe that the Belisarian Citizens Group is exactly the same as us. They're raising awareness. They're saying, hey, we're here. Let's have some fun. Let's get involved, you know? And I think in conjunction with each other, I think there should be nobody with nothing to do. um, but yes, raising awareness for both of our groups is super important. Belisseria provides so much. If any of you guys have been on their land, perhaps someone can put a little landmark or a taxi in nearby chat. Um, what they have there um, on their main sim is astounding. Anything from activities to gifts to sailing to Linden homes, decorating skills. Um, they have so many committees on trying to make Belisseria better. They really have something special here, and to me, this carries the utmost magnitude for my organization. And we, as I said, are extremely lucky to have found those guys and merged the way we have. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's a match made in heaven. So Ed, let me assure you that myself, I'm sure I speak for myself, Dreamer, and Rebella when I say that, this is but just a first, you know. So yes, much to look forward to ahead. All right. Anyone else want to chime in? Any questions about the organization? Any questions about how we quote unquote do business? Jane's just chimed in and said, as a reminder, you can also ask mentors personally who is hosting meetings if you want more information about them, about the meetings, and about the organization. I will ensure that all of the bump, for those of you who know, bump is a Scottish word for stuff. I will ensure that it is readily available there on the walls for everybody to see. So nobody should be in the dark about who they should contact or how to do anything. I'm not gonna say that because I'll get a row. Oh, you're Scotland too, Avalon. Awesome. High five. Yes, bump is a good word. Um, so anybody else with any questions? Or I'm gonna start talking about brass tacks. Nope, nobody at the moment. All right. So I'm gonna talk about donations now. As I said, dollars and cents, brass tacks. So Um, we are so thankful for donations at Circle Mental Health. Okay, and they are used for a variety of things. Okay, so of course, rent, tier. Um, a lot of our money, for a while there, I had to subsidize, which I had to do for a long, long time because we are a non-profit organization. Nobody makes a linen, all right? However, I had taken upon myself because we always, for a while there, had a massive shortfall. Now, as owner, founder, and CEO, that is my responsibility. Because, as I said, I will be here and I will go down with the ship, but the ship ain't going down. The hull has been reinforced. Um, but yes, so donations are most generously received. For every single linden that Circle Mental Health receive, it goes on keeping the lights on. Um, it pays for tier. It pays for all of the infrastructural things we use, like marketing. It goes on Canva um, for the use of the events team. Um, it goes on all the things that you see here that we've brought together to create our side of the event. Um, if you would like to come over, we do have a booth over yonder. And in that booth, we have a lot of bump. And we also have our freebies. We also have the sticks of furniture that go in it. All of these pixels cost money. Um, but as I said, nobody, now this is important, for all of the people that work for me, be it events crew, be it marketing, be it mentors, Nobody is ever out of pocket. All right. If a mentor says to me, Sherry, I want to go out and buy a clipboard, or I want to go out and buy um, whatever, I want to buy a table, I want to buy um, for all the turkey dinners that we host, it all costs money. Okay. And we do aim to provide the best, most uh, things of high quality to give you guys a good time, to give you the freshest baked pixelated donuts, to give you the cupcakes, to give you the pixelated coffee, nothing but the best. And sadly, as much as I would like to run around saying, "Yay, free money for everybody," sadly, we do need funds for resources. Every event that we put on is paid for by donations. Every month's tier is paid for by donations. Any special events we have, anything going on at Art Circle or resources for meetings, the whole 9 yards. It is uploads. It is all paid for by Circle Mental Health donations. Our donations are readily available to view at any time. Our books I keep very clean, I must admit, in case I'm audited by somebody, whoever that may be. They are readily available to view at any time. We do often host uh my mind's went totally blank. We do host open houses, town hall meetings, outset town hall meetings, and all of this information is provided at those. Um, we are very genuine, as I said. We are here to do what we say on the tin. We are not here to replace any professionals of any kind in real life. When people teleport to the Circle Mental Health, they are spammed um, by the bot, our little cheetah bot. And little cheetah bot likes to say to everybody who lands, we are not replacing anybody. If you are in crisis or in danger, please, please, please contact your emergency services immediately. We are not to replace emergency services. And I must make that abundantly clear. Our role is to talk to you about your troubles, let you vent, let's chew the cud over a pixel cup of tea, but we are not here to replace, nor will ever replace, real life emergency services. So, if you would be so kind as to click the pamphlets on the table, you will receive the most magnificent pamphlet that has ever graced Ethel and has been made with blood, sweat, and tears from our lovely Cora. And I'm sure you'll agree, if you have clicked one and you've added it to your screen, you have the ability to click through, and it explains everything. It explains everything, who we are, what we do, the meetings that we have on, and all of that good stuff. And I'm just letting my cat out of my room because sadly he's getting on my nerves. Um, so yes, all of the resources are available. But as I said, we are not to replace emergency services. And I think that this is also a pitfall of some other organizations out there in Second Life. Okay, we are all adults here, all of us. Okay, or we should be. And we all know right from wrong, and we know what we should be doing. So when you come across alternative places offering mental health support, okay, please bear in mind that Nothing, nothing beats emergency services or reaching out to your mental health professionals or even your GP in real life. Okay, and it's our duty. Yes, if you want to talk, if you want to vent, we will listen. But our primary objective is to get you the care that you need in real life.
I had something to say,
Yeah, go
please.
ahead.
No, when you was mentioning the holidays that you celebrate, like the Halloweens and the Christmas and the Thanksgiving,
Yep.
when those come around, if you could please, perhaps Dreamer or somebody could send out notices in the citizen groups for that, because I've been over here at Belisseria since it was created, and there doesn't seem to be like a Christmas celebration or a Thanksgiving Day celebration where they, have one big Thanksgiving dinner and everybody can come to it. I'm not knocking Belisari or anything like that because they don't have one, but I said if y'all have celebrate that where people are invited and have a good time, that would be to me most welcoming in the notices in Belisari that y'all are doing some Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving Day activities. And off mic.
Awesome. There you go, ladies from the Belisseria Citizens Group. How about that? I can smell another in conjunction with. Yeah, so maybe, Ed, it would be a good idea to share your ideas with all involved at the Belisseria Citizens Group, and I'm sure they will give you a Thanksgiving, Christmas feast turkey. But as I said, let's not rule anything out. But Dreamer has made a point there that I'm sure, I am almost positive, the guys from Belisseria will have entertainment on over the holidays and will to have some alternative methods of giving people a sanctuary, a place to go, and togetherness. I don't doubt it. Yeah, and Rebella's just kindly said that coming next, they have restarted their events in the group, and yeah, so stay tuned to that. Um, you know, a lot of people in SL puts my hand up. They turn off group notices or they turn off group chat. Please don't do that. If you are seeking to be a part of things and you want to be up to speed with information and everything that's going on the grid, please, please, please keep your groups open, keep your chat open, and that way you should never miss a thing. You know, um, Myself, as well as the guys from the Belisarian Citizens Group, we do advertise. I don't know if you noticed on the Firestorm login today, we have our event listed. Yes, we do. Huge thanks to the guys over at Firestorm for that. Um, we do advertise with the Linden Labs calendar, the destination calendar, and of course, individually as well as together, we do use our group notices, our group advertisements, and of course, our group chat to keep in touch with you guys, to keep in touch with everyone. And so, yes, yes. Um, Please keep an eye out on those group notices and those group texts, or sadly, you may miss something. So, for those of you who haven't joined the Circle Mental Health Group, you are under no obligation whatsoever to join it. But, but, here's the thing. In our satellite booth over yonder, inside the door, you will see we have a shiny, beautifully packaged gold gift box. And if you click that gift box, you are going to be given the cutest little gift from us. And one condition: I am going to hold you all at ransom and ask that you please join our group. Get involved. Be a part of it. Um, so
I
yeah.
have one question.
Sure, go ahead.
Is the satellite booth over here at Belisseria?
It's right here on this sim. If you come over, I'm sure we have
Okay, I'll
some
find
of
it.
the guys over there. I see Emily over there.
I didn't know if it was a permanent structure. And second,
Sadly, it's not a permanent structure. However, there is lots of landmark givers over there. Information. Type in search where we are. All of what you see here, in terms of booths, information, are all at our Circle Mental Health HQ. And there you will find the resources and all that you need should you be having a rainy day or should you want to get involved.
okay, thank you.
Dreamers
Okay,
just mentioned there are, in fact, 4 booths here on the sim. Um, one of them belong to Circle Mental Health. One of them are ours. The others are for upcoming speakers. Um, so you will see a lot of variants and different booths in Second Life and how to exploit information and extract information from various organizations who are all in this together to achieve awareness, to achieve togetherness. So yes, please check out those booths as well as just mine. And of course, we have several speakers um, coming after me throughout this weekend.
I
All right.
think I think in Belisseria they have. I'm not for sure if it's still around or not. I haven't been over there lately, but uh, I thought there was a citizens headquarters. Is that still around, Dreamer? Like a citizens headquarters building? I don't know. I don't know what WIP Ed means. WIP Ed. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Belisari used to have like a citizens headquarters, and there was, I think, on the walls and stuff, there was all the groups that were pertaining to Belissaria, like the ride and scoot group and the sailing groups, and there was pictures with a little. When you clicked the picture, it had like a little dossier of what the group was about. And if something ever like that comes around, it would be real nice if y'all had like a kiosk or something in that building. You know, like a little kiosk where people could learn all about your group sharing. You know, I'm off
Yeah.
mic. I'm off mic.
Um, so yes, lots to look forward to. Just reading some of the responses from the guys over at Belisseria Citizens Group, and apparently it's in the pipeline. Work in progress. Yes. Rebella says they will be having it up and running as soon as they find their legs. Yeah. So much to look forward to. Remember, guys, this is spring. Okay, all of the organizations are all having their spring cleans, and I think we've all got an abundance of ideas that we would like to, events we would like to do, seminars we would like to have. And yeah, so bear with us, stay tuned, because every organization, be it ourselves or Belisari Citizens, you know every year we want to make the best year ever. Am I right, girls? So here we are, 2024, Best year ever. Awesome. So, anybody else, anything they would like to talk to me about before I move on to the next stage of this seminar? Oh, yes. Not to leave out at all. I would like to extend my thanks. I'm sure we all would like to extend our thanks to DJ Puddles um, and Shendra for their hard work and last minute pleading and begging from me and Rebella that they present us with the TVs and the talk to text scripts and the broadcasting onto YouTube for us. It was a last minute gig whereby yesterday they saved my bacon because I could not find a scriber for love nor money. And they came through for us and they've given us this excellent way, an innovative, pioneering way in Second Life, so I understand, to be able to host things like this and to have the equipment and the know how to bring this out with Second Life and onto YouTube and into people's homes. Um, so yes, huge thank you to you guys. Your talents meet no end. And yes, excellent job. Thank you so very much. Um, so yes. Anybody else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Or I'm going to move on to the next element. Indeed, she is. Puddles is indeed a miracle worker. Um, I don't have a ranch, so Rebella's just said there, not for the lack of trying, but still trying to convince me, Sherry, to get her ranch into a satellite of Circle Mental Health. Sadly. So DJ Puddles has just said, on behalf of the live streaming video team, Shen, Mad Dog, Minka, Taylor, and myself at Space Unicorn Films, I am very glad we can support these wonderful groups and hope we can do it again. Thank you so much, you guys. You've been awesome. We have truly been blessed by your expertise, know-how, and your patience and your rapid speed at getting things done. You guys are awesome. So yes, please, if we can, a round of applause, please, for the team.